All right, let's begin this, people. Let's begin this. All right, so I'm gonna be critiquing bad dating advice for you guys. So I saw this article on 10 ways to make a man fall in love with you. So I'm gonna be reading over and seeing the advice they give you guys, and make sense of this bullshit because I read it and I was shocked. I mean, I could not believe what I was reading. I was like, is this for real? I'm hoping, if for my benefit, I'm hoping some of you ladies listen to it and pay attention for my benefit. But if you do pay attention, don't tell people you watch my channel. You don't mix me up with that with needy behavior, right? Don't act needy and then tell people you watch me, because then you're putting a bad name on me and all of my other subscribers, all right? Go do that with someone else. Um, so let's begin this, right? Let's begin this. By the way, people, I am so tired. It's not even funny. I slept well, but it just seems like I'm in a perpetual sleep mode. It looks like I'm always tired when I'm really not. I don't understand why I look tired when I'm not. Um, all right, let's begin this. So it says 10 ways to make a man fall in love with you. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Let's see the shit they have to say, right? And if you guys want to support the channel, subscribe, right? Or join the channel, channel membership. If you join the channel membership, you'll be able to get the little, the little word, the little fucking thing on the little fucking, when you chat, your name shows different, And yeah. All right, let's begin this, right? So it says 10 ways to make a man fall in love with you instantly. You know how to attract the guy's attention, but how do you know how to make him go out with you? All right. Find out how to make a man fall in love with you with these simple steps. Okay. It's easy to attract the guy and make him like you. The hard part is knowing how to make him fall in love with you. All right, you already said that, bro or girl. You don't have to change yourself or pretend to be dumb just to make a man, you like feel comfortable around you. All right, I guess you're struggling with making people feel comfortable. I don't know how that's possible. As a woman, if you're making a dude feel uncomfortable, I mean, you really are doing a horrible job. I mean, you're a woman. You should not be giving out any creepy vibes at all. All right. All right. Use these tips and you'll see how easy it is to connect with a man and make him desire you. Yeah, it's that easy. And what's the best part? Oh, get out of here. I thought that was the best part. Well, you don't need to change a thing about yourself. Oh, man. Oh, Lord. Oh, thank God. Oh, that, ladies, you don't need to change anything. You don't need to change anything. There's no need for self-transformation. There's no need to remove those needy vibes. There's no need for you to heal and you don't need to do none of that shit, man. You don't need to go to the gym and improve in your goddamn physical health. You don't need to improve your finances. No, none of that shit, man. Just listen to what this fuckboy has to say, man. Let's pay attention to what he has to say. Let's pay attention to him. First step, dress attractively. All right, you know what? Okay. You're right, buddy. You know what? It's a layup, but all right, whatever. I'll take it. Dress attractively. Men are visual. All right. And women know this better than anyone else. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I know, we all know that. When you're out with the man you like, you better dress good, girl. If you see him grinning widely and taking discreet glances at your attire, oh, you know you hit the nail. But dressing attractively doesn't just stop its magic there. Oh, it doesn't. If he sees other men staring at you and admiring you, it'll make him desire you even more. Men are extremely competitive. All right. Okay. Whoever this person is, they're 100% right. You'll notice other men, if other guys looking at your girl, I agree with you. You do feel better about yourself. It feels like you won. The reason why you feel good, it's almost like she's your trophy and other people are looking at her. I agree with that, but you gotta be good looking, or at least dress well. All right. So the first, I agree. Take that advice. Dress attractively. All right. The next tip. All right, here we go. Tip number 2: be pleasant and smile often. Okay, let's see what this motherfucker has to say. Man can't resist a cute smile. Yeah, I agree with you. And if you can be pleasant and warm when you're with him, he'll love you for it. No, he won't love you for it. I mean, that's a little too far. I mean, he'll like you, he'll desire you, he'll lust after you, but he won't love you. I mean, come on. You're using that word love too happily. If you want to know how to make a man love you, tuck your hair behind your ear as you answer an awkward question. Blush a bit, and you're being complimentary. And laugh at his jokes, even if you heard it before. All right, let's see. Let's see how this works. Let's see how it works. All right, let's see how it works. I'm the guy. I'm the guy. Ready? I'm the guy. Hey, what's the worst time to have a heart attack? Oh, here we go again. Oh, all right. What? Be pleasant and smile. Be pleasant and smile. Oh, I don't know. Oh my God! Holy shit! She did that move. Oh my God! Oh, I'm doing the game of charades. What the? Oh, how funny! Get the fuck out of here! No, that's not a no. I don't think that shit works. Absolutely not. Be pleasant as no. I mean, look, man. Sometimes, I mean, I agree. Do smile. Be a little bit complimentary, but I mean, if his joke sucks, don't laugh. Honest to God, if his joke sucks, don't laugh. You don't need to compliment him, give him a complimentary laugh like he's your cousin doing stand up for the first time. Like, just if he's not funny, he's not funny. It is what it is. Like, he's gonna have to learn that he's not funny. So, ladies, when you don't like it, when you like a guy and he's not being funny, don't laugh at his shitty jokes. They're not funny. The thing is that when you don't laugh at his shitty jokes, he actually feels a little awkward, and it makes a guy sort of work a little harder to get your attention, right? So when he's laughing at you, when he's trying to be funny and he's not being funny, don't laugh. Even if you like him, do not laugh, because it's gonna make him nervous and it's gonna make him feel like it's gonna make him feel like he's the one that has to chase you. It's almost like when you're at a job interview and you say a joke and the interviewer doesn't smile, so you sort of feel a little inferior to the interviewer. It's the same shit we're doing, right? Don't smile too much and don't be pleasant. In fact, look, man, at least in the beginning, don't be pleasant and don't be smiling. At least in the beginning, at least give the illusion that you're hard to please. I mean, goddamn. I mean, are you that easily pleased? Are you that? Come on, man. Come on. Be a little hard to please. You gotta have the Simon Cowell effect, where because Simon barely smiles, when he does smile, people like him more, right? Well, let's see what this dude has to say. If a guy's attracted to you, he'd obviously want to impress you with his funny, heroic tales. I mean, all right. Be it by reassuring him that you're having a nice flirty time. You'll make him feel better about himself. And man always loves a woman who can make him feel better about himself. All right. I guess. But look, if you're gonna be acting like this, right? If you're gonna be acting like this, you're gonna have to overcompensate and be cold over text, right? Warm in person, cold over text. All right. All right. Let's see what else. Don't be rude. I agree with that. I agree with that. Don't be rude. Let's see what kind of rudeness. Men are completely put off by rude and arrogant women. All right. If you can be rude to your date or even a waiter, he wouldn't be able to help but wonder, what if it's the only tip? What if it's only the tip of the rude iceberg? Like, no, men definitely love a woman who could take a stand. But if it's a form of arrogance, he stay a mile away from falling in love. But let me add my editorial notes. But he'll still try to bang you, right? That's the thing you guys don't understand, is that you guys can be rude and be mean to people. Sure, the guy will still pay attention to you, but the only reason why he's paying attention is because he's trying to bang you. I remember this one chick. She was this Greek girl. She was bad. Like, she was slim, but she had a skin. Everything was so scrumptious. Anyways, so not scrumptious, like a soft and anyway. So she was hot, but she was racist against Asian people. Like, she would like fuck these chinks. And when she would go to like Chinatown, which I didn't know, I don't know why she loved going to Chinatown, because she was racist against Chinese people. She would like fuck these Chinese people. And in my head, I'm like, fuck, should I say something? And I look at that ass and I'm like, nah, let me just be quiet. Like, let me just be quiet. Like, I'll deal. Like, I noticed that you could, ladies, if you're hot, a dude will deal with your racism. He'll deal with your racism. He'll just bang you, but he just won't like do anything close. He'll bang you though. But there's not a lot of requirements to be a fuck buddy. All right. On to the next question. On to the next one. Right. On to the next one. Number 4. Connect with him intellectually. All right. What the fuck? Flirty conversations are sweet and cute, and the man you like will love the fact that he's able to make you blush and go pink, unless you're black. I mean, I'm saying unless you're black, like us dark skinned people can't get pink. So, but all flirting and no seriousness can be a little boring after a while. On your dates together, try to connect with him intellectually every now and then. Speak to him about his career goals, his ambitions, his aspirations, and let him see that he can actually have a meaningful, life altering conversation with you. For more, read questions to ask on a date. Look, man, I don't like this. I don't agree with this whole, what if you're not intelligent? What if you can't have an intellectual conversation? Let's all be honest. Some of you guys are just cannot hold an intellectual conversation. Look, man, be yourself. If you're not an intelligent person who could hold an intellectual conversation, it is what it is. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, you could start reading a book from every now and then, but generally though, intellectual conversations, it's fun, sure, but when you try to have an intellectual conversation, it doesn't work out. It just doesn't work out. So don't try. You know those people who try to have intellectual. I have them a lot. I have a lot of people who do that shit with me, where they'll go up to me and I'm like, oh fuck, he's trying to have like they're trying to have an intellectual conversation with me. I'm like, oh, all right, yeah, about the fucking metaphysics of the geometry. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I told you I don't know about fucking soulmates. I don't know about that fire flame. I don't know about it. I mean, all right. Next advice: don't do. I mean, I don't go after intellectual conversations. All right, don't go after them. It's not. No. All right. Next one. Work on your eye contact. Okay. It's been seen that romantic eye contact can actually make two people fall in love with each other in no time. The next time you're having a conversation with him, stare deeply into his eyes as he talks to you. You can smile or flirt, but every time your eyes meet, let the eye contact linger, even if both of you guys aren't exchanging a word. It makes the guy feel warm and fuzzy, and it will definitely stir his heart. I don't know about that. I mean, yes, but I don't know. Sometimes the eye contact is not there. You can't force that. I remember I had this chick where this one girl who looked at me, and I just thought she was crazy. Honest to God, like she would look at me like this, like, and I'll have to tell her from time to time. I'm like, yo, you're doing that shit again. Stop it. You're creeping me out. She's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Like, but she would like do the whole like look at me deeply. I'm like, I don't know, ladies. Look, man, if you don't know how to do looking deeply into a guy's eyes, you guys could potentially look crazy. Honest to God, be careful how you do that shit. But all right, I mean, yeah, that advice. I mean, that's cute, but not once have I read a good advice right now. All of this is superficial. I mean, like how do you get your ex-boyfriend back with this shit? Like, I don't know. All right, don't forget people to hit that super chat. Super chat, not super chat. And all right, let's see. Lingering soft touches. Okay, all right. If there's a way to know, if there's ever a way of knowing how to make a man fall in love with you and be a flirty tease at the same time, this is it. Oh man. Okay, all right. I've been waiting for this moment, people. This is it. Man can't resist a lingering woman's touch. The next time you're with him, be it clasping palms, hugging each other goodbye, tucking each other's dick now, or just crossing the street, let your arm linger softly for a moment longer than necessary. Your touch would be incredibly exciting for the man you like, and you'll spark a romantic chemistry in no time. Want to make that one? Oh, let me see what he says. Want to take this up a notch? All right. Wear soft, satiny fabric when you both go out on a date with the guy you like. He would have a hard time keeping his hands off of you. I don't know, man. I don't know. That sounds like they just ran out of ideas right there. I don't agree with that one. Like they're making it sound like this is like a fucking like the secret to a no. I don't agree with that. No. Yeah, we should burn this shit. All right. Next one. Okay, now we're talking. All right. Okay, now we're talking. Now this guy, whoever this person is actually making some sense. Don't be easily available. Look at him. I'll be honest with you. I thought they were gonna say be available after all the shit that I read. I really thought they were gonna say, you know, always be there for your man, but okay, all right. I guess it's not Steve Harvey giving the advice. It says, this is tricky. No, it's not. No, no. I mean, I guess. But it's definitely a great way to make a man fall in love with you. When you're in love with someone, you obviously want to be that person and spend more time with them. But when you can't be with the person you like, you end up missing the person a lot more. Yes, yes, Arthur, I agree. Once you know the person likes you a lot too, try to skip an occasional date every now and then. While it's important to spend a lot of time together until the guy falls in love with you, it's equally important to give some space now and then to make sure he understands how special you are, even though you're not, and how much he really needs you. All right, okay, I agree with that. I mean, that makes sense. That's more in my lines of advice. So this person is making sense. All right. Next one. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, we got a donation from Vitani. Everyone, thanks for the chat. Let's say you invite a guy over and he cancels and says he can't come over before because it's raining. Do you think he has a girlfriend? Let me tell you something. No dude ever cancels meeting a girl at night because it's raining. Motherfuckers will swim over floods, go through Armageddon, go through war to go see you. Nah, that's bullshit, man. He might have a girlfriend. Yeah, I mean that's bullshit. Hey, ladies, you guys know that's BS. That's bullshit. You ladies have given that excuse before, so you guys know goddamn well that's bullshit. I don't know that I don't like the way that sounds. All right, so here we go. The next advice: show off your talent. Yeah, your talent, people. If you want to know how to make a man fall in love with you, all right. I mean, I thought we talked about it. Learn to surprise him with your talent. He may like you for the person you are, but to completely make him fall in love with you, you have to let him know that you're a bundle of happy surprises waiting to be explored. For more information, read What to Wear on the First Date. Okay, all right. I didn't know that was going to be on the side. Show off your talent and awe him with all the things you do. Be it karaoke bar. I didn't know that was a talent, okay? I didn't know that was a talent. Or while dancing, or even while carding or playing the piano. Give him a chance to see your talent and admire you for the person you are. All right, I mean, okay. I mean, look, man, if there's anything that I will go with this, I will say this. If you do have a talent, hide it. Let them find out about it a month or two into knowing you. For example, if I draw, I'll let a woman know that I draw 30 seconds into knowing her. Now I'm kidding around. I let her know after like 3 dates or 2 dates or so. Or, you know, like I don't say all the time. I don't say initially, hey, bitch, I draw. Like, you know, like, no, but I let her know a few weeks into it that I do that. Or if she doesn't know that I do YouTube, I let her know a few weeks into it. Or I let her find out on her own when I ghost on her. I'll let her find out. I'm like, hey, remember me? Yeah. Oh, you're here. You're all right. Let me show you how to get me back. Now, of course, that'll be hilarious though, right? But yeah, that's how it's done. So if you guys have a special talent, what I would go with him, what I will agree with him is don't say it. Just keep it. Don't bring it up. You know, just keep it to yourself and stuff like that. It's like you know, it's like a woman who. No, anyway. The next one. Don't always agree with her. Okay, all right, man. Yo, I'll be honest with you. This dude started off a little simpy in the beginning, but I'm starting to like him. He's giving decent advice right now. Compatibility is a great essence of happy relationship, but you don't always have to accept what the guy says or do what he wants to do. Sometimes a minor disagreement can take him off guard, but it'll make him respect your opinion a lot more. Remember, a man likes to flirt with a fun girl and have a serious conversation with an intellectual girl. Give him the best of both worlds and serious. How can he not fall in love with you? Because he don't like you, essentially. But I agree with that. I will 100% agree with this person. You don't have to agree with him. It's actually better not to agree with him from time to time. So good shit. Good shit. There you go. All right. I'm liking this. I'm liking this. Not bad. All right. Let's see what else. The next one. Don't let him know you're falling in love. Oh, yo, this dude is redeeming himself. I mean, this dude started off right here, and he's like he's taking up he's turning this franchise around. He's giving very good advice. Don't let them know you love them. Men love the chase of a good romance. They take time to fall in love, but when they do, man fall hard in love. I agree with that. Fucking bullshit, but I agree with that. To understand how to make a man fall in love with you, how many times have I read that word? How to make a man fall in love with you? You need to know the stages of love for men. Um. All right. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Some of these, I mean, look, man. Some of these advice they were decent. I liked it. I mean, not bad, but the first few were shitty. Let me find another one, right? Let's see some other shitty dating advice. Let's see another shitty dating advice. Eight psychological tips you can fall in love with you. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's take a look. Uh, what are the stages of men falling in love? Let me see. Actually, there was an article that said that. Let me read that article. Actually, what are the stages of men falling in love? So if I agree, actually, let me see. Um, which article? How men fall in love? Let's take a look at this one. All right. Stage one, appreciation. All right, let's see. This is all about physical appearance and instant attraction. Now, this should clear the doubts of out of for most. What the fuck? I can't read right now. Okay, I don't like this. I don't like this one. All right, let's take a look at the why. Other tips of making him fall in love. Um, let me see. I mean, man, this was good advice. Nah, I can't laugh at this advice because this one's actually kind of good. So I can't make fun of it. God damn it! I need some shitty advice, man. Let me see. I need some shitty. Oh, Cosmopolitan is full of shitty advice. All right, let me read their advice. Let's take a look at this. It's definitely an abundance of shitty advice right here. 100%. Let's start with this one. First one, eye contact. Jesus Christ. Locking eye contact with someone doesn't just tell them you're interested. It can make them feel like they're falling in love with you, apparently. Why? Because it's behavior of loved couples. Like, get the fuck out of here. You see, this shit, it's not even well researched. Eye contact. I mean, come on, man. Nah, 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 nah. No. Next one. Focus on ways that you're familiar. Okay. There's no need to start shaving your chin or scratching your between your legs, but focusing on the ways in which you're alike can help create mutual attraction. We may not realize it, but we have natural tendency to go for people who not only have similar interests and backgrounds to us, but also similar facial expressions. Researchers at the University of Liverpool found that we're most likely to go for people who are similar to us because we perceive certain facial attributes as clues to personality. I guess. I mean, maybe that has something to do with chemistry. You see, my thing is that I want to know what is it that causes you to feel chemistry with other people. Like you could be friends with somebody who has similar interests to you, but you just don't have that chemistry. Like, why is that? Is it something in your biologies? Like, because chemistry doesn't just transcend like date like friendships. It's also with dating. Like, what is that? Is it the same chemistry you feel with your friends? The same kind of chemistry you feel with a partner? Like, I don't know. I really believe chemistry has a lot to do with with the dating tips I give and whether or not it works. Like, these tips cannot work on people who who you don't have natural. I mean natural chemistry. I don't mean chemistry. I don't mean like the kind of like attraction where I like you because you said no to me. I mean the kind where for some reason I like you and I don't know why. Like that kind of chemistry. These are those when you have that. These are the things that those are the cases where these tactics that I teach work the best, like the best. Because 95% of the times you're going to be using these tactics on people who aren't 100% compatible with you. Tell us how to build chemistry. I don't know. I mean, I just feel like you have to have it first. Like that person like has to have emotions for you first. Like you cannot force that. It has to be something that just has to come from within. And then you could use these tactics to liven what's already there. I don't know. That's my theory. I think that's true. I could attest in my life that I mean, like for example, somebody who has chemistry with you, you could fuck up. Like you could really fuck up. Like in terms of being needy, you could really fuck up with them, and they'll still like you, because when you have natural chemistry with someone, they give you space to fall. But when there's not that much chemistry, like natural chemistry, they don't have that familiarity with you where they'll give you other chances per se. That's my theory. I like to think that I like to think that's kind of true in a way. I'm gonna do some research on that. Not just research, but I'm not gonna do research in terms of soulmates. I'm gonna do research in terms of like how can I say this? Nature versus nurture in terms of what you're interested in. Like what influences what you like. Like is it that you just were born with certain taste and dislikes, and as a result that taste sort of like puts you at a starting ground completely different than from other people, right? I don't know, but that's my theory. um yeah, because a lot of you ladies, like the people who you guys are struggling with are just people who you guys are just not literally chemistry compatible. Like chemically you guys are just not compatible, like literally, like your bodies literally say fuck that shit. Like your minds may not, because they're high or they remind you of somebody in the past, but like your chemistry, it's like your chemistry literally. It's like some blood. It's like you got to find your the right compatible in terms of blood to get blood transference. It's the same things. Like some people are just compatibly not there, right? And that's the hope that I have, right? Because one of the reasons why it's hard to get over people is because you sort of don't believe that you'll find somebody who will like you. But when you really think about it this way, like from this perspective, you're like, yeah, like like it is true. Like you will find people who you like. You will. It's possible. It's in your DNA. Like there are people out there walking, just waiting to meet you. Like literally, it's like even they themselves don't know why they have that chemistry with you. But the key is to put yourself out there. Like the key is just to be out there. Like be out there and don't force it. Like be out there and don't force it. When that happens, things just come to you. They just come to you by nature. Um, I wish there was a book on that, like that talked about the chemistry behind that, you know, because it'll be very illuminating for me to read that. All right, let me see more shitty advice. All right, the next one. Don't forget, people, tap that donation button, man. Show that support. Don't be like the men. The men are the freeloaders. You ladies are not the freeloaders. The men are the freeloaders. The men have no shame. They have no goddamn shame. But they do ask questions though. That's what I like about them. They ask a lot of questions. All right, next one. Hang around a lot. Okay, all right. We got a problem right here. Okay, let's let's take a look at this shit. This sounds counterintuitive. Yeah, no shit, but it's not. All right, familiarity doesn't breed contempt. In fact, the more time you spend together, the more likely they'll like you. Advertising works in part because it repeatedly exposes you to a particular product, says Kerner. It's the same with people. The more time you spend together, taking for granted that there's mutual attraction to begin with, the more you'll grow to like each other. All right, look. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I think that this only works when the person was craving to spend time with you. So if you are gonna spend time together, Jesus Christ, have a period of coldness prior and post to it. In other words, imagine exact. Hey, Crystal Jones, look at you. I was gonna say that. Oh, Crystal. All right, Crystal. My nigga, Crystal. Not like you. There you go. There you go. Good shit. Um, treat them like a drug, right? So before you feed them, before imagine the dude that you're talking to like a weed addict, right? Like a weed addict. You saying to yourself, all right, I want this weed addict to get really high. That's why I want them to get really high. So you're not gonna give them a blunt in the morning. You're gonna wait till nighttime. You're gonna make him crave weed all day long. Like, fuck, I want weed. Fuck, I want weed, right? And once he's hungry and once he's scratching his neck, he's like, give me the weed. Then you give him the weed, right? And then after you give him that weed, he'll get really high. And then you wait another 24 hours. You don't give him the weed the next day because he'll take the weed. Trust me, he'll take it. But his body won't get as high, right? So that's the same way, is that when you're gonna spend a lot of time with him, if you can anticipate spending a lot of time with him, go the other route and don't spend a lot of time, so that when he sees you, he's like, fuck, I want to see you, I want to see you. And then when you spend a lot of time, then you don't spend a lot of time with him so that he could recover. You know what I'm saying? All right. It's just Mimi says, if you have crazy chemistry with someone, do you think that ever goes away? I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe things happens that makes it go away. Well, people change. Have you ever seen somebody? Have you ever not seen somebody for a long time, and then you see them, and then it just feels like it's not the same no more, right? People change over time, so that might happen. But then again, there are some people who you could go 2 years without seeing them, or 5 years without seeing them, and then you see them, and then chemistry. Like, I have a friend of mine who I think the person's right. It goes away slowly. But I remember I have a friend of mine who I didn't see for like 2 or 3 years, right? And then I randomly ran across him in the street, and I was like, "Hey, Daniel." He was like, "Hey, D, what's up?" Back, it's almost like not even 1 second went away. It's like back to normal. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I feel like. Maybe that's it. You know. The thing is like I said before, like Robert Greene says, is that people have natural inclinations. And there are things that you could not do for many years, like 10 years or even 30 years. But when you go back to do it again, it'll feel like it'll feel like it felt before. It's because it's your natural inclination. It's because you were born to do that. If you were born to play basketball and you stop playing basketball for 30 years and then you pick up a ball 30 years later, you'll feel that same desire. It's because it's just naturally in there. So I believe that's how it is with people. I believe that if you meet somebody in their 70s and you have an amazing chemistry and you would have met them in your 20s, they gave you a shot, most likely you would have felt that same chemistry. Most likely you would have felt that same chemistry, you know? All right. More shitty advice. Let's read more shitty advice. All right. Oh, hey, look, you know what? It was actually true. They said then disappear for a bit. Okay. All right. Okay. I can't make fun of this. It's decent. Let me see. Who has shitty advice? Let me see. No current. Let's check out no current. All right. Okay. Oh, I like this one. All right. It says don't lose hope. So since it says don't lose hope, it could be most likely these people are kind of delusional. Let's take a look at this. All right. So let's take a look at this. All right. It says how to get a guy to love you. All right, let's find out. Want to make a man fall in love with you forever? You might be asking this question because you like a guy very much and you're looking forward to making him feeling the same for you. Oh yeah. He's the man of your dreams and you adore that dick. You want him to be on your side right now, don't you? Oh yes, but unfortunately you still don't have him. You're willing to do whatever it takes to make it chase, wouldn't you? Like you get attracted to fall. What? I'm my fault. I'm doing it wrong. Get attracted to you and fall madly in love with you, but it seems like it's a huge undertaking. In this article, you will get to learn some of the basics and not get the basic things that girls can do in order to get a guy to love you. All right. I gotta stop acting. I'm not a good actor. I can't read that fast. All right? I'm not a good reader. I read slow. All right. All right, let's take a look. All right. So he says the first one, don't lose hope. Don't lose hope, girl. If you want a guy to fall in love with you, you have to be hopeful at all times. Losing hope can be a disaster, not only in trying to win the heart of a man, but also in all things we do in your day-to-day life. Hope for the best, but don't lose sight of reality. When pursuing a man and wanting him to fall in love with you, there's definitely two likely outcomes, which are one, he also falls in love with you, or two, he might reject your advances. Okay. When pursuing the love of a man, it's important to be hopeful and stay positive, man. But don't hang on all of your hope on getting results of your dream that you dream about. He has feelings just like you, and none of us really have control over our hearts. That's true. I 100% agree. He might be interested in you as much as you are interested in him. Be motivated by that hope and take steps to find out. You won't know until you make an effort to catch him. However, you should also be prepared for any eventually an outcome. If this man's not the one for you, there will be another man on the horizon. So don't lose hope. All right. Oh, hey, you know what? I thought that this person was saying don't lose hope to get that guy. What they're saying is don't lose hope in general. All right, I agree with that. I'm a little biased. I'm expecting some like feminist shitty ass advice. So like when I was reading Don't Lose Hope, I was thinking he was like saying, girl, don't lose hope and him liking you. But it wasn't that. Okay. All right. Clearly I'm biased against these dudes, but I have my reasons for being biased because they be giving some shitty advice. All right. Any recommendations to stay emotionally full? Be creative. Find a way to be creative. That's all you gotta do. Find a way to be creative and post your work. That's the best way to find self-esteem by creating things and getting feedback from people. Thank you, M. Sad, for the $2 donation. Dorian Robertson, thank you. She's one of those loyal subscribers. You know, not a freeloader. I'm talking to a dude and we chat on a lot messenger. I want to create distance, but how? Leave it on red or don't open at all. Don't open at all, but take your time to respond. You know, that's all. Just take your time to respond. Because when you don't open, you're being flat out disrespectful, and it could get him to sort of, you could start that whole like game battle. You know what I'm saying? So it's best to just don't open and always have an excuse. Say that you're busy. Say that something happened. The reason why you want to have an excuse is that you don't want retaliation. You don't want to say, oh, that fuck that bitch. She wants to do that. She wants to play those games. I could play that game too. You know, like you don't want that. Yeah. I mean, but then again, like if you want to create distance to let him to so that you don't talk to him no more, I would leave. I would tell him don't call you no more. Like just be direct. Tell him don't text you no more. Honest to God. All right, next one. Be yourself. All right. Okay. All right. This person has two routes you could go with being yourself. The stupidest advice in the world. One, be yourself in terms of um don't change. Don't say that you don't like. Don't change what you like for him. Or they'll be yourself in terms of if you like him, if you don't fully express what's inside your heart. What I'm afraid is when people say be yourself, it also means keeping it real. Like put all your emotions out there. That's what I'm afraid of. So let's hope that's not that shit. All right. Be yourself. Be yourself when you're trying to make a man fall in love with you. Okay. It's important to be yourself and not someone else when you're trying to when it comes to personality and character. If you're pretending to be different to your true self when you're trying to make a man like you, you're not doing yourself any favors. By trying to not be yourself, you are clearly indicating or suggesting that you are not comfortable with yourself. Many guys will easily notice this shortcoming in you and quickly become disinterested. First of all, I'm gonna step in there. A dude is not gonna lose interest in you if he notices you're not being yourself. All right? He's not. Because if he wants to bang you, he'll look through that. That's what you guys have to understand. Is that you ladies sometimes don't know when you're doing the wrong thing because dudes don't give a fuck. A dude is like, okay, whatever. Well, you're racist. I still want to bang you. You know? Yeah, sure. He won't try to be your boyfriend, but he'll still want to bang you. That's what you guys have to understand. Is that guys don't care. Like oh man, she has integrity. Oh no, she kicked that cat. Oh God, she has no soul. I'm not gonna try to bang. He'll still try to go for you, man. That's like Like, you don't know when a guy loses interest until he has sex with you. That's when you know. I don't know. There are some things that I don't know yet that I need to figure out. But yeah. All right. Hey, we got a $2 donation from Sugar Plum Alex for the squeaky voice. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's read. All right. All right. So you might be able to keep the facade up for a few weeks, months, or even years if you're psychotic. But sooner or later, you'll grow tired of hiding your true personality. And he'll get tired of trying to figure out who you really are, what you really like, and when you're actually being sincere. All right, you know what? I agree with that. If you have a high power job, don't play the dumb blonde. I mean, if you have the high, okay. I mean, yes, but oh shit, why does it's like it just keeps popping? I mean, yes and no. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, I don't know. All right, if you have high heels, don't wear. If you hate high heels, don't wear stilettos. Okay, I agree with that. Your dog hogs the front seat of your car and sleeps in your bed. The two of you had better have a talk about that. Okay, I agree with that. You have children. That's definitely worth mentioning. Okay, all right, but don't mention it in the beginning. I mean, you see, that's the kind of problem that I have is that saying don't be be yourself, but relax. Like, don't be showing everything. Yeah, want to have kids. You want to have kids, sure, but don't say, hey, I want to have kids in the beginning just because you need to be yourself. Don't go that route. All right. Um. All right. Ms. V says, seeing a long distance guy soon for a weekend. Do I wait for him to reach out after the weekend? Yeah. Wait for him. Let him reach out after the weekend. Thank you, Ms. V, for the $5 donation. The best relationship is a long relationship. Okay. When a man falls madly in love with you, you will love that. You want that love to last. So be yourself right from the start. The best relationship is not a long relationship. The best relationship is a relationship that lives its natural course. In other words, the best ones are the ones that live and die with its natural, progression. Not the ones that live on forever because you're putting it on life support. Motherfuckers, don't put your relationships on life support. It's not your grandpa, all right? You let that shit die. If it's dying, it's dying. If they cheated on you, don't try to make it work. No, let it go, because if he cheated on you, it already got shot in the head. Don't try to keep the fucking body like as a remembrance. That's a problem. That's why a lot of you guys call me for dead relationships. I'm like the Grim Reaper, man. I'm like, just pull the plug, get another kid, pull the plug, man. Find another relationship, man. Because it's just a lot of this is just not worth it. It's just not worth it, man. And again, if the natural progression of the relationship is long, okay, that's fine. But if after 6 years the dude cheated on you, guess what? You found the end of the relationship. You just found the how far it was gonna go. Yeah, I think I have bicep tendonitis, man. It's some real bullshit. I don't have insurance. I do have insurance, but so bad. I need to go to Mexico and get this checked again. All right, whatever. Okay. Next question. Listen, don't just talk. All right, well, let's see. When you want to please and make a man fall in love for you, it is important that you shut the fuck up. If you chatter incessantly when you are nervous, find some other way to cope with your goddamn nervousness. Many girls make the mistake of talking more than they listen when they are around a potential male partner. Girls aren't the only ones, of course. Many men do the same thing. But this is the big mistake that can easily cost you getting a man of your dreams. All right, yeah, I mean, guys don't like chatterboxes, I agree. Even a man who is genuinely, I remember, man, I met this one chick. Hey, thank you, LBL, for the $2 donation. I met this one chick who what you call it? Who she was bad. I'm not gonna lie, she was so bad. Like, she was so bad, so sexy. And I met her at a bus stop. I was smoking a blunt at the bus stop, and she was waiting, and she was doing like mail delivery. She wasn't a mail lady, but she did like like deliveries. Like, she delivered food. She just did like that kind of delivery. And so she was on her way to a new client, and and then I saw her, and she looked at me, and I didn't pay attention because I was just smoking, and I got on the bus. Of course, I threw away the blunt, and I sat across from her, and she was just looking at me, and I was like, and I saw her bag, and I was like, where you got that bag from? She was like, oh, I got it from the place. She was like loud as hell, and I was like, hey, I was like, yo, and in my head, I'm like, let me just sit next to her as an excuse to sit next to her. I was like, yo, I'm gonna sit next to you. Just lower your voice, man. It's just I was like, shut the fuck up, man. There's people around. She's like, oh my god, you're funny. And I'm like, and people, yeah, I swear to God, she was so loud. I think she was, I think, honest to God, I think she's retarded. I mean, I really do believe she has some like autism or something. Maybe it just doesn't show in the face, but I really do believe that because like she was like one of those loud talkers. She was like a kid, like how kids talk loud in quiet places. That's how she was. And honest to God, I have never met a girl so insufferable in my life. Like she was so annoying and so hot though. And so she has a new boyfriend. And I saw her and her boyfriend on the profile picture. And in my head, I'm like, poor dude, man. Like poor dude, he has to deal with her. I mean, how does he bring around her friends? Because I know her. I know, like, she is so bad, but I know her. I'm like, poor man. You can't bring her around your friends. You really can't. Honest to God, like, in all honesty, I would never be able to bring her around my friends because she'll embarrass me. Like, my friends would look at me and say, dude, like, you're taking advantage of a retarded girl. Like, that's how my friends would just look at me like that. They'd be like, dude, like, she clearly needs help. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think, like, I've met a lot of girls, but that chick, it's like she's maybe functioning on her own. I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, let's go back to this. Tourette's, maybe. Yeah, Tourette's. I think. Yeah, fuck. I'm making fun of a mental health person, man. Maybe she has Tourette's syndrome. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because she was a man. She never knew how to be quiet, man. I'm honest to God. Like I've never seen a girl who literally like was just socially awkward. I mean, it could be Tourette's syndrome, maybe. I don't know. But she was a friendly girl. She was a nice girl. I'm not like I feel bad talking shit on her. She was nice and she was bad too. She was bad as shit. Anyway, all right, let's go back to this question. Next one. More tips. Smile and laugh. When you're working on your ways to make a guy fall in love with you, it is essential to smile and laugh. Don't present an unfriendly face. Be as outgoing and friendly as you feel comfortable being. You see? Okay, all right. Look at this. You see? Thank you, BWR, for the $2 donation. Much appreciated. Look, man, I agree with smiling, but you don't want to be a fucking doll with it's like with a permanent smile on your face, man. You guys also got to learn that you don't have to smile all the time. Excuse me. You really don't. You really don't. In fact, I recommend you guys start smiling 50% of the time because this is the thing, is that when you guys like a guy, when you guys don't like it, think about it. Think motherfucking about it. When you guys don't like a guy, every guy that you don't like likes you back. It just looks like it, right? But when you like a guy, they're not as interested. The reason why is because when you're on a date with a guy and you don't like him, you make him feel insecure. You don't smile that much. You don't smile that much at his jokes unless you're somebody who you smile just because you don't want him to feel bad. But generally, you don't smile as much. You don't show as much interest. In fact, when he leaves the date, he asks himself, "Did it go well?" When you like a guy, when he leaves the date, he asks himself, "Oh, I got this chick on the bag," and so he will text you. You know, so it's kind of like when you smile and show interest, literally showing him that he doesn't have much to worry about. You know what I'm saying? So you guys, it's much better to not smile that much. Angelica with a $5 donation. Thank you. You say that guy told me to wait for him because he has to focus on some work going on. He told me to wait 6 months so he could come in. Okay. All right. Angelina. Move on. Move on. You got to move on. Move on. All right, let's see. Let's see the next shitty advice. You have to give and not just take to increase your chances of them falling for you. A man can easily differentiate between a girl who wants something from him and one who cares for him. There are certainly girls who are after money, gold diggers. Differentiate yourself from a typical gold digger and let him see you are interested in him for his dick, I mean love, and not his money or anything material. I mean, I don't know, man. You see, this is why you shouldn't read these shitty advice, man. Like, it's like this is the kind of advice that you would get in the 30s or 40s, you know, like it's nothing, it doesn't address people's nature. It just talks, it's almost like it's talking like, you know, like it just looks like 1950s propaganda. Like, be yourself, you know, don't lose hope, you know, like smile off. It just sounds like interview tips. That's what it sounds like to me, you know. And that's why I never like dating advice that you find on the websites. Like most dating advice you read are just so shitty. You know what I'm saying? It's just so shitty. All right. Let's see. Romantic comedies. Yeah, I think that's where they get their shit, like romantic comedies and stuff like that, you know. Like romantic comedies are so unrealistic. They're so unrealistic. It's not even funny, man. Because they don't human nature, like in terms of movies don't ever address human nature. It's just like it never addresses like legit human nature. Like it's our fucked up nature. It doesn't address none of that. It just addresses like the, you know, like the pretty stuff, you know, like shed hope, all that shit. Like, nah, man. YouTube is a website. Okay, we got a smart ass in here from Anna Moscow. Fuck. All right. Let me see. This guy loves me and wants to marry and have babies with me one day. The fuck? Then I asked if we can see other people. He said, I can if I want, but he isn't seeing. What the fuck does that mean? He said, I can if I want, but he isn't seeing. I mean, I guess he doesn't mind that you're seeing other people. I mean, okay, that's a little weird. I guess he doesn't mind that you're seeing other people. Do you wish you were Hugh Hefner? Nah, fuck that. Hell no. I don't need. Nah, I don't. Nah, man. I don't need to be living with that many chicks. No fucking way, man. Women are annoying to live with. They're very annoying. Trust me, they're very annoying. We all know that for sure. All right, there's another article on how to make them want you. Let's take a look. One, be busy. Okay, all right, okay. They're not bad, not bad. Second, never show that it bothers you. Okay, pay attention to appearance. Take the initiative. Inflate his ego. Okay, this one's the obvious one. Turn him on by complimenting him on what he's wearing and how good he looks. Lightly brush against his shoulder as you walk by and make lots of eye contact and smoldering look. Knowing that a girl is smoking hot and that she desires him will make him want the girl, aka you, even more. Tips of turning a guy on. All right. Remember, a guy may say he wants his space and that he needs to have some guy time without him thinking of his girlfriend, but it isn't always true. All right, it must be a woman. A woman must have written this. Who's this, Oprah? You can accept it and move on, or you can make him want you and be with you even without having to ask. Just let him see that true confident girl. Just let him see that true confident girl that you are, girl. That's all you need to do. Let him see that confidence that's in you. That's all. That's all. And let him see and let him know that you are not ready. You're not really, and let him know that you don't really need to be around them all the time. If you follow these steps, you won't be wondering how to make them want you, or you don't need to, or you won't need to watch addicts of mindful attraction. No, you won't. You will have to make them beg. You'll make them beg to be around you all the time. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. I don't see any good advice here. All right, people. yeah, man, you guys gotta be careful with the advice you read, because there's a lot of shitty advice. There's a lot of like really, really, really bad advice out there. You know, like some like just astronomically bad advice. And it gets worse for men. Men advice are the worst because it's more mysterious. It's more mysterious. It's a lot easier to give a woman advice than a man advice. Trust me, man. It's a fucking problem. It really is a problem. All right. I was watching one of your videos where you were discussing the Game of Thrones. Imagine, isn't that a form of validation? I see what he's saying, like saying what he's able to do in the future. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, that is a form of validation. There's a form. Again, you could do this as long as you have as long as you have a space, the ability to walk away. Like as long as you have the feeling, as long as you're willing to walk away, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Like having the willingness to walk away is the number one thing, the number one ability that you guys have to have out of all the things. If you don't have that, everything you do will always have, you'll always have like a tiny thing missing, you know? So you should always have that. A lot of guy friends say just be straightforward. Of course we'll say that. Of course. We want to help our brothers out, you know? Like don't be straightforward. All right. Look, yeah, it's always good to be a little indirect. In life, it's always good to be a little indirect. All right. How can I make the guy take me out instead of chilling in the house? Stop accepting his request to hang out. Like I've had women who stopped hanging out with me, and after I noticed that they stopped hanging out, I'll ask them out. I'm like, hey, you want to go get a drink? Just stop saying yes to their invitations. That's all. Simple as that. When you're not getting your way, just say no to everything else. That's all you gotta do. Just say no to whatever they offer you, and then they'll start offering you hanging out and stuff like that. If a man asks me to just chill, it's an automatic block. Yeah, maybe. Oh, people. All right, people. This is Alex from mindforattraction.org. I had to call the client right now. I have a 1 hour coaching call to do. If you guys ever need one-on-one coaching and be able to talk with me, with yours truly individually, go to the link below. Yes, I am tired. This is gonna be a long month for me. The reason why is because I can't play basketball as much right now because I have a bad shoulder and a bad wrist. My wrist is bad, so I'm not going out as much as a result of it. But yeah, after that, after this month, I'll be able to play basketball and stuff like that. But yeah, people, support my channel, and let's do this, people. Have a good day. Deuces.